Okay, so what I challenge myself is every single day for 1 week, I was forcing myself to send at least 5 cold emails. So people that I don't know, they don't necessarily know me, and ask them if they would be interested in receiving a package from sophupshop. Sophupshop is the name of my brand. And if you are new here, hi, I am Dani. This is Dani Tries a Ting. And Sophupshop is basically a gift shop with a Caribbean twist. It is Black women led, it is Toronto based, and honestly, we don't just sell products, we're creating cultural keepsakes that build connection and pride, and we really want our Caribbean folks to feel seen and empowered. I don't know how PR is usually done, but this was how I sort of attempted it. So the first thing that I would do is I looked through hashtags. I primarily used Instagram and TikTok, and I was looking for hashtags that sort of intersected with hashtags that I would use or that I was interested in. So for example, Jamaican creatives, finding hashtags to help me sort through content of relevant creators. I also sorted through location because I feel like in terms of people who might connect with Sophupshop and our brand identity, I feel like what regions they might be residing in. I'm thinking Canada, I'm thinking US, I'm thinking the UK, and I'm obviously thinking the islands, Caribbean, period. Those are sort of the groups that I am sort of looking at. Although I will say that there was primarily an emphasis on islands and Jamaica, and like more local creators in like Toronto, for example, and in the States. I think another trick could be to look at a similar brand's comments. Look through the comments. Who are they following? Who's following them? Who's commenting there? And sort of like sifting through that information, is literally research to help you figure out what are some creators that you might be interested in sending products to. Okay, and now for me, even just doing that cold outreach felt really, really hard. Again, these people don't necessarily know me, they don't necessarily follow me, and I'm trying to get more eyes, so people with bigger followings to then share my products. And I know that I should ensure that everybody is committing to something. Everybody that agrees to receive a package, they're committing to either it's a story, a repost, a share, like something, so that it ensures that these products, this money, this effort is being compensated in some way. And it's hard because for initially when I was sending out the emails, I wasn't doing that. I was saying,
you know what? I'm sending you this because I feel like you would be a great fit and I feel like you would enjoy these products. You don't specifically have to commit to something.
As I was doing that, the voice of my old business coach was just sort of like,
girl, what are you doing?
And I think it's just hard. It's hard. Like literally, it's the fear of like asking for what it is that you actually need. And especially I think because there is no compensation money associated with it. It's not like I am paying them to make a post or whatever. I feel like that's maybe why I'm sort of in my own brain of not specifically asking them to commit to some of those things. Whereas, some of the later conversations, people very easily agreed to like, yeah, I'll make a post, or yeah, I'll make a story or whatever. So I feel like it's, again, an exercise of getting out of your head and, again, doing the thing that you think is going to be necessary to propel your business to where you envision it. Because I have a big vision for this brand. I really do. It's just a matter of figuring out how I can get that snowball. Because literally it's like, I've used this metaphor before. I feel like I have. The snowball. We're pushing the metaphorical snowball over the hill. And then at some point, we're not going to have to push anymore because we're going to reach the top. And then the snowball will continue to get bigger on its own without me having to push. And right now, all the pushing is primarily me. And I need for there to feel like there are a few other hands that are also pushing that snowball, even if they're just sort of tapping it a little bit or helping for a couple meters. There are a few of these partnerships though that I actually think would be amazing. And a few of these partnerships that I actually think could result into greater partnerships down the road. Listen, collaboration. I feel like collaboration is so important, especially amongst small businesses. Figure out different ways to work together to collaborate. Then your audience learns about their product, and then their audience learns about your product, and hopefully there's this beautiful like commingling that's happening, but also like a creativity colliding, and then all of a sudden it materializes into something even more special. So yes, I'm already seeing it. Even though it's just starting off with me giving away some free product, I could already see what it's morphing into. And you know, even determining how much product or what products to send to them. I had someone who was specific, who was like, you know, she doesn't actually have any Crocs, so she can't get the Croc charms. But that leads me to know that she actually peeped the shop and looked into what we actually sell and who we are, etc. So that for me was totally fine. But yeah, determining how much product do I give to them? What do I give to them, etc. And that's where, again, this idea of trying to remain focused on my quote unquote hero products. So for me, it's the Croc charms. For me, it's the Black Girl Gallivanting tee. Yeah, just really thinking about what are the products that I'm really trying to push this year, and how do I continue to grow that snowball. So trying to remain focused, because again, initially when I started off, I felt like I needed to have all these different things to be considered like a real shop. And while I have no regrets about these things that I make, and I still think that there is a space for all of them to exist in this world that I'm creating, I want to stay focused on the main heavy hitters. Okay. So I think in terms of putting together the packages, not all of the packages are going to be the same. Some people I'm going to be giving away shirts, stickers, some Croc charms. Some people I'm going to be giving away, you know, stickers, maybe air fresheners, etc. So I think I'm going to really try to tailor it to the individual that I'm sending it to, who I think would be like, you know, it would be a really good fit. Again, I have not done this before, so we will see how it is going to pan out. The reality though is that there's a cost to all of this, right? It's the cost of the product. It's the shipping cost. Again, I'm shipping internationally. I'm based in Toronto, Canada. So I'm going to be shipping to, you know, Jamaica. I'm shipping to the US, etc. So there's that cost that's associated with it that I'm sort of having to eat up. But again, it's an investment. It's sort of trying to make calculated decisions that hopefully will pay off in a big way in the end. So we will see how it goes. I'm going to go ahead and pack up some of those PR kits. We will talk again. Listen, if you have ever done PR as a small business, let me know how it's gone. Let me know how the relationship has sort of like manifested itself and worked, because I'm a newbie to this completely. This is how I'm going to try it, but you know what? Literally, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Literally. If I'm going to say that I believe in this business, I believe in my vision, I can see the more significant impact it can have down the road, then I also need to be able to take calculated risks. I need to be able to bet on myself, and this is an example of doing that. I wish I had just started on that sooner, to be quite honest. Listen, I know nothing about PR, so even in terms of me going the route of finding influencers to send my products, I don't know if there's a sort of better way of going about this. Am I supposed to be engaging with the media networks to make sure that I'm on TV and talking about the brand? I think it's like trying to figure out what are the various ways to make sure there are as many eyes on my products as possible. That's what I'm working on. Okay, I'm gonna pack some orders up. We will be back.
Guys, Bati and Bench. Patty and cocoa bread. This is me and my future man. Thank you. Patty time, Allen's, Michelin's, how you say it? Randy's, and Fami's. Okay guys, so we got a package. And I'm so excited, girl. When I saw this, I got so excited because I knew exactly what it was gonna be. Okay. Aww. So we got a Toronto Patty's Tea Miss Mango Air Freshener. Just sweet notepad. That's so cute. Patty colored, patty and cocoa bread, Miss Doubles, plantain, Bati and Bench, chicken and vinegar stickers. I'm scrapbooking this right now. And Miss Ting enamel pen. Are you? No, guys. No, because look, freshener. This is going in my cart. She designed all of these. What? Look at these stickers. Are you okay? Let me open them one sec. No, because I need to scrapbook right now. Guys, Bati and Bench. Like, what? No way. Patty and cocoa bread. This is me and my future man. Thank you. No, because she designed all of these guys. Like, wow. People in Toronto are just so talented. Look at this Ting pen. Ah. Oh my gosh. I'm a to-do list person. Oh my gosh, okay, there's a shirt. There's a shirt. Good night. What? Patty time, Allen's, Randy's, and Fami's. I can't wait to rock this. Are you kidding me? No, I'm gonna put all their details in the caption. I just love Toronto people. It's just so talented. Black owned, guys, black owned.
Okay, so I am just going to use this video of me making some labels for an upcoming vendors market, just to sort of circle back on some final thoughts further to, you know, my attempt at doing some PR. What I will say is that in Big Belly Mel's response back to me, she had confirmed that she was cool with posting some stories about the products that I was going to be sending her, and she stayed true to her word. She posted, I think, 3 stories on her IG and tagged us, which I thought was lovely. But what was unexpected was her making the TikTok, and the fact that our brand and our products live on her page. I think that was just, I don't know, it just honestly filled me up with so much joy and gratitude. Serious gratitude. Yeah, you know, overall, I was so happy and pleased. Definitely, it helped put a few more eyes on sophupshop. I don't think I took a screenshot of the numbers beforehand versus after. But it does feel like there's been an influx of people, you know, poking their heads around, curious to see what we're about. So I do think if I took this strategy and applied it strategically and invested in, again, other influencers that truly believe in our brand, I totally think it could be fruitful. So I have a few more influencers to send some packages to. I have every intention of doing that. The caveat being some of them are in the US. And with everything that's been happening with the tariffs, I feel like some of our packages have been taking longer to arrive to our people. So that has been the major holdup so far. Anyways, thank you guys again for being here, for listening. There's another video that I'm working on that will be posted shortly. I appreciate you guys. I sincerely appreciate you guys for being here. Dani tries a ting. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment. Y'all can follow us on social media too. We're trying to grow everywhere. Okay. All right. Hugs, 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 kisses. Bye, guys.